Good morning, everyone. Class, today we will continue with the topic. Last topic that we did is if statement. Today we are going to start with the if else. Class, as I have already told you, in if statement the condition is checked, and if it is true then it will give the result. But in this we can have a result as a false statement also. Suppose if A is greater than B, then we want to print A. If it is not, then we want to print B. In that case, we have to use if else statement. So class, this is the syntax for if else statement. If, then condition, then space, then statement, else, then the statement. These colons are very important, and the statement that you will write, you have to give a proper indentation, as well as if you can see that, if you will see this, if this is on a same line, it should not be in different line, then the result will not come. This is the you can say limitation with the Python, that we have to write exactly as they have given the format. So class, let's move to next. So I have chosen this question for you, able to vote or not. So in this question, we have to go with that not only able to vote, we have to tell the person is not able to vote also. So first of all we have to enter the age, then after that after entering the age, then we will check for the condition. One variable is required, you have to check for how many variables are required, how many inputs are required, then only you will proceed with the programming. So class, you can see that only one variable is required, that is the age. Now the age we will enter of the user. If it is greater than 18, then able to vote, else not able to vote. Now see the output, user have entered 10. If when we'll run this program, after that the user have to enter this 10, 10 is not eligible to vote. So this is the thing, this is the simple program that you have done previously also. Now now we will have next program, that is the number is even or odd. So for that they have first of all entered one number, because we have to check for a single number, that is a even or not. Suppose 35 we want to check for, suppose 97 we want to check for. So class, user will enter the value, then in this statement it will be checked. Mod 2, mod gives the remainder. So if number divisible by 2 completely, no remainder is left, then it is a even number. You all know that, but technically how to express that, this is the thing you have to learn in computer programming. So finally even or odd. So output, if user entered 20, it's a even number, user entered 97, it's a odd number it will give, because 97 divided by 2, it will left the remainder as 1, so that's not a even number. Now if else, if else means if we want to use multiple condition, in that case we will use, if first condition is not correct, then it should check for second condition. For example, if we want to get for a division, if student have got more than 60, then first division. If it is not, then it should check for greater than, more than 45. If it is not, then it is to be checked with 33. If it is not, then another last condition, that is less than 33, that is a fail. So this type of question we do using if elif full form is else if. So class, see this, first of all if, then the statement else elif, then the condition, then statement, then elif. For this also we have to give condition, and finally the else statement. Last statement is the else statement. If all these conditions are false, then it should go to the last condition. So this is if inside if, but in this case you can say that if first condition is false, then it should check second condition. If second condition is false, then third condition. Now but the next topic that we are going to study is nested if inside if first condition is true, then it should check for second condition. So we will move to that topic later. So you view this and you make a proper note of it. Now as I said, for division they have made program for grade. If grade, if percentage is greater than 85, then grade A. If percentage is greater than 70 but less than 85, then B. Greater than 60 and less than 70 is C. Greater than 45 and less than 60 is D, and else it is E. In your report card also this formula is used, that's why the gradings comes. There is a grading, different grading, A1 A2 B1 B2 C1 C2 D1 D2, like that is there. And here is the grading, the question. In this question it is given like this. So class, you view this properly and do it practically, make some changes by your own, and then you see the solution outputs. So if the user entered 78, 78 is greater than 70 and less than 85, that's why it is coming as B as the answer. So class, that's a B. Now one more question. In this question we have to calculate the salary and the tax we have to find out. So enter the salary. After the salary, if it is less than 50,000, if it is less than 50,000, then 5% plus question will be given. This is not like that, this is just the example illustration, you can say. When the in exam question comes, it will we will give you all the conditions, in which condition what is there, but and after that you have to make a program of it. So all this condition will be given, that less than 50,000 5%, less than 60,000 7%, less than 70,000 8%, and else otherwise 10%. So all this will be given to you. Here it is the illustration only, just an example, you can say. So they have not given the question completely. Now after that, after finding the tax, salary is this much and tax is this much, we have to print. So this is the salary and this is the tax in output. And they have written after the for loop. If we write after the for loop, we need not require to write every time, here also and here also. At one time when the loop will proceed, it will take out the tax, and after that at last, in whichever condition it satisfied, at last it will give the result. Otherwise we have to give all the time, here also, here also, here also, here also, 4 times we will have to give, but no need. So at last if you'll give, then no need to write again and again. So that's all class. Next is the nested if else statement. Nested if, as I said, in this, first of all we have to check one condition, then inside that if it is true, then another condition is to be checked, that is a if else. But in previous one it was that first condition is false, then second condition will be checked. Here it is first condition is true, second condition will be checked, that is also true, then third condition will be checked, that is also true, then the result will come. So this is the syntax of your nested if is written here, also if is written here. So if inside if, that is a nested if. So we will go with this programming also. I will tell you some good program of it. So like this, there is a illustration again. Question is as such: to find whether an input number is 0, a positive number or a negative number. So first of all it is checked whether it is greater than 0 or not. greater than equals to 0 or not. If it is greater than equals to 0, then it is checked it is greater than 0 or not. Equals to 0 or not. If it is equals to 0, then 0, else a positive number, because the first condition was given greater than equals to, and this condition is only for equals to. So if equals to condition is failing, then it means it is greater, so that is a positive number. And if in starting only if this condition fails, then it will go to this else, because you can see the line this if is working with this else and this if is working with this else. So finally it depend upon the number you enter. So if I enter 24, then this condition will be true and this condition will be false. This will be the answer. If I say 0, this condition is true, this condition is true, and then 0 is the answer. If I say minus 24, this condition is false, then it will directly jump to this condition and negative answer, negative number will be the answer. So class, I hope you all are understanding. So they have entered 5. So if 5 is checked, then first condition, this one is true and this one is false, so positive number is the answer. Now class, some question I have chosen for you to practice related to if. So this is one of the question. In this you just have to find out the output. Next this also output one question, and this is also the output one question. So all this question class you have to try and you have to answer, and do that today only within the period, and you send it to me. That's all class.